Good evening and thank you for joining GBS News at 9. My name is Susan Nganga. With me tonight is our sign language interpreter, Paul Mathenge. We begin this bulletin where President William Ruto has presided over the Nyota Capital Disbursement Ceremony at the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, where he firmly stated that the funds are not meant for politics but are a targeted intervention to empower the youth economically. Addressing thousands of young people and stakeholders today, the president said the initiative is aimed at supporting youth-led enterprises, unlocking access to affordable capital and enabling young entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into sustainable businesses as part of the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, as Davis Karani now reports.
It was a big day for the youth living in Nairobi County, Kajiado County and Kirinyaga County as President William Ruto led the disbursement of Nyota Capital Funds.
Hii program si program ya siasa. Hii program ni ya biashara. Ni mnanielewa? Kuna mtu hapa ameulizwa wewe ni wa chama gani ndio ingie kwa hii program? Kwa ile maswali ilikuweko hapo. Muliambiwa what is your political party? Muliambiwa kama wewe ni wa no term. Muliulizwa kama wewe ni wa one term. Uliulizwa kama wewe ni wa two term. Uliulizwa kama wewe ni wa long term.
The president stated that the initiative is designed to support young entrepreneurs, create jobs and strengthen small businesses under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda.
Uliingiaje kwa hii program?
Mimi, kwanza in fact, Nyota ilitangazwa kitambo sana. Kuna Facebook, hadi watu walikuwa wanasema register nini Nyota. Mimi nikasema chali jaribu hii kitu, juu sijui ni nini. Mimi nilikuwa najua Hustler Fund. Nikaingia. Piga application zangu, wewe ni wa wapi, constituency, ward, nini. Nikasema sawa.
Ukajibu hiyo yote?
Nikajibu zote. Tukaitwa verification. Wakaniambia unaamka asubuhi uende wapi? Nikaenda verification. Nikatumiwa message. Kuja Muslim. Kidogo message ikasema usikuje. Tukatumiwa mzuri. Kuja Kiboro. Nikaenda Kiboro. Nikamaliza training. Sign in, sign out. Ndio mimi leo. Thank you.
So what is your plan?
Mimi yangu ni ya kuongeza stock. I have a business. I work from home. I do printing and photocopy. Target yangu inakuanga ya watoto wa CBC. And I also sell pens. Mimi utoka, ninazunguka. As in I target watu wenye wanasoma. Yes, so I am planning to add a bit of stock and some rim papers for my business. Ndio iendelee. And I'm so thrilled and so excited.
His second-in-command, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, supported the president's remarks, stating that the government is focused on delivering practical economic solutions for the young people in the country.
Kwa muda mrefu programs za serikali zilikuwa zinaangazia watu wenye masomo, watu ambao wako na ujuzi, na hii Nyota program inaleta inclusivity katika mambo ya kusaidia vijana wetu wa taifa letu la Kenya.
Kama kuna mtu hapa, Kanairo mko? Kuna Wakanairo hapa? Hiyo list nitapatiwa. Sisi tutahakikisha for the first year na ile ambayo inafuata, ile biashara utaanzisha tuna waive all business permits. Business permits, licenses, hakuna kunyanyaswa na kanjo sa ile umeingia kwa hii system.
SME's Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya also echoed that the program will ease access to capital for young entrepreneurs, enabling them grow sustainable businesses.
Hii project ilikuwako miaka tano, karibu miaka tano, 2016 to 2021. Project kama hii ilikuwako, lakini hakuna Wakenya ambao walijua tuna project kama hii. Ilikuwa inaitwa Kenya Youth Employment Opportunity Project. Pesa mingi sana ziliwekwa hapo, lakini Wakenya hawakujua. Ndio kwa sababu wakati rais alichukua uongozi wa nchi hii, akaamua ya kwamba anataka hii project iwe wazi,
as governors, sisi tunaweza shirikiana na serikali kuu ili tuweze kutoa vijana wetu kutoka shida ambazo wako nazo. Ya kwanza ni hiyo maneno ya lisensi. Ya pili ni kutenga pesa ya kuongezea pesa ambazo zimepeanwa leo. Kwa sababu kisikia Your Excellency, wale ambao wali apply ni kama 2 million people. Lakini wale wako hapa ni 110.
Leaders urged beneficiaries to use the funds responsibly to drive economic growth and employment across the entire nation. Davis Karani for GBS News, Nairobi.
And now to matters health. The Ministry of Health has issued a strong warning to health facilities across the country against illegally charging patients for services that are free or fully covered under SHA. Speaking during a free medical camp in Kianu-Ndia constituency, Kirinyaga County, Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Muthoni said the government has received several complaints about some facilities demanding cash payments from patients for services that should be offered at no cost. She described the practice as immoral and exploitative, especially because it targets vulnerable Kenyans seeking medical care. Muthoni directed all health facilities to clearly display service charters showing which services are free, which are covered by SHA, and which require out-of-pocket payment.
That you go to the facility, probably vaccination is free. You find somebody in a facility is asking for 100 shillings. It is wrong. And that is what we are saying, that such facilities should be put on notice, that we will send people to inspect so that we know who is cheating the members of the public. Please do not steal from the ill. Do not steal from the sick. I would rather you even do anything else, but don't steal from the sick. His Excellency the President and the government of Kenya is already rolling out the robust universal health coverage. And this includes the Social Health Authority, it includes Human Resources for Health. We are reforming KEMSA so that we are able to get a refill of drugs every now and then. We won't have mahospitali zinasema hakuna dawa. We want every facility to also have better infrastructure. And Rome was never built in a day. We have been on this for the last 3 years. And really, you have seen the turnout. You have seen the transformation. You have seen how people have gotten assisted. And if you have a challenge, and especially to the Social Health Authority, please do not hesitate. There is the office of the chief, there is the office of administrators, there are offices in county government. We are there as the Ministry of Health, and we will listen to you. But we want to put on notice those facilities that are co-charging must stop.
And now to matters education. The Kenya Union of Special Need Educators, KUSNAT, has re-elected its 13 national officials unopposed for another term. The election, held in Narok County, saw members from across the country unanimously endorse the leadership, citing strong performance and effective representation. Returning Officer Rebecca Kosgei said the officials were re-elected in recognition of their commitment to advancing the welfare and rights of special need educators. The re-elected team, led by General Secretary James Torome and Chairman Amos Mungai Karanja, has pledged to continue advocating for improved service delivery and better working conditions for their members.
If they know it is in Jogo or in TSC, let them go and collect that letter. What I know, the proposal from the Teacher Service Commission have reached the Treasury. And within a very few days or months, the one job group mutaipata kwa payslip. What I'm following now, not the one job group. It is the second job group which the president promised. So we are also telling Badi, hiyo dokumenti release haraka irudi TSC. Hiyo dokumenti ililiziwe haraka kutoka Treasury ndio TSC waweze kuimplement the presidential directive. Tumemalizana na hiyo. We also requested the president for the guidance allowance for teachers living with disability. Currently it is how much? 20,000. So the team which is working on that, we are proposing for it to move to 50,000. CBA review. The president also promised to be reviewed immediately. So we are asking the commission, wamekaa sana, we need an urgent meeting. We need an urgent with the Teacher Service Commission.
Saturday 17th, day of January 2026, we have met here, and as a returning officer, we have managed to hold successful elections for KUSNET national elections. We have had members from across the nation. We have had a peaceful election. There were 13 positions that were declared vacant and were all filled unopposed. To add into that, the fact that the office that existed remained or went back unopposed cheerfully, and the team here confirms that they did a good job and they were able to support them wherever they come from, the institutions they come from, among other items that they mentioned to have made them go back and take the same positions that they had. I don't have much to say more than that as a returning officer. I want to appreciate the calmness, the way that we have taken this election, the numbers in terms of the delegates that have come in, because this has...
And now to some international news. Uganda police spokesperson Kituma Rusoke dismissed claims on Sunday that opposition presidential candidate Robert Kyangulanyi, also known as Bobi Wine, had been arrested amid this week's election, calling the reports deceitful. Wine's National Unity platforms earlier claimed the presidential candidate had been seized by security forces during a raid on his home late Friday. It comes amid Uganda's presidential election on January 15th, which saw an internet blackout, heavy security deployments, and disputed early results. According to official results released on Saturday, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni secured 71.65% of the vote, while his main challenger, pop star turned politician Bobi Wine, trailed with 24.72%. Wine dismissed the tally as fake, citing irregularities and the detention of his polling agents.
To issue a statement on behalf of Uganda Police Force in respect to allegations that are making rounds on some media spaces, and they have also found their way to other communities that have access to social media platforms, especially outside our jurisdiction. The allegations are being made that Mr. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who is a presidential candidate, that he has been arrested and taken to, if you can have this phone, and that he has been taken to an unknown location. Some of these allegations are being paraded by his family members. What I would like to say is these are deceitful and insightful allegations intended to depict the security agencies of Uganda as brutal and violators of rights of a political candidate. They are untrue and unfounded. Mr. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is at his home in Magere in Wakiso district. If we were to arrest him as security agencies or police in particular, we would make it known and the reasons for his arrest. We implore Ugandans to maintain calmness. We also urge political actors to act responsibly. There is no justification for inciting.
And with that, it is time for us to take a short break. Keep your feedback streaming into our social media platforms at GBS TV Africa. The SMS line is always 21144. We'll be right back.
So it's anime and cosplay in Kenya.
I came to know about anime when I was a teenager, because that's when I knew, oh, it's not a cartoon, it's an anime. And I came to realize, oh, it's a whole thing and it's a whole culture and it's a whole community behind it.
I remember I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, but that time I didn't know it was
Yeah,
anime.
true.
I thought it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go watch cartoon.
Anime has been there, it's just growing with time and people are getting to know more about it.
This has been going on since 2016. Like, people have been meeting up for anime and DC, whatever nerdism you engage in since 2016.
Cosplay, basically, what it says is costume
Role play.
Yeah, so you dress up as a character from an anime, and that's just it.
So character likeness, how much do you look like the character?
Some parents see anime as just cartoons, which is true. What's your take on this perception?
Hizo cartoons zako zenye unawatch.
Also, it's cartoon. It doesn't bother me at all. Most of the most popular anime we enjoy today, Jujutsu Kaisen, is for kids. Naruto is for kids. One Piece is for kids. So yeah, it's never bothered me when people are like, anime is for kids, anime is cartoons. I say this as someone who's been watching anime for 15 years. Anime is cartoons.
Hello kids, and welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. Once upon a time, there lived this beautiful, kind, and humble lady named Esther. She lived with Mordecai for a very long time until she grew as big as me. Before Esther was not named Esther. Her name was Hadassah. In our today's Bible story, I mentioned 5 characters. Who are they? Mordecai, King Xerxes, Esther, Haman, and Haggai. Esther represents me. Esther represents me.
Hello, my name is Nyabio. I'm from Mahanim. Call this school a good school because the second my mom saw it, she saw it was Christian-based. And when I see Christian-based, that's what the character my mother wants from me. And I like the sports that we play for PE. Like sometimes we play table tennis, we can play football, we match, and on Fridays we have games. And we verse the teachers in football. And this is why I think this school is the best school your children can go to.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back to the bulletin, and now to some county news. Rice farmers in Mwea have received temporary relief after the Kerugoya High Court halted the government's plan to import rice. The court issued conservatory orders stopping the implementation of a controversial Gazette notice directing the Kenya Revenue Authority to detain the rice consignments until further instructions are given. Justice Edward M. Murithi warned that any disobedience of the court orders will attract legal consequences. As the case awaits further directions, the decision comes amid strong opposition from Kirinyaga Senator Kamau Murango, who has condemned the importation of rice while locally produced rice remains unsold. Speaking at a youth summit in Kirinyaga, Murango said the move threatens the livelihoods of Mwea farmers who are already struggling with high production costs, water shortages, and delayed payments. He urged the governments to prioritize buying local rice and called on leaders in the county to firmly defend the interest of farmers.
Nataka niseme ya kwamba jambo la kushangaza ni kwamba kama siku 3 zimeisha, serikali imeruhusu mchele takriban meli mbili, moja inaitwa Spiker na ingine inaitwa Crimson Creek. Wameleta mchele zaidi ya tani milioni 70. Na serikali inajua vizuri kuna agizo la mahakama ambayo imesema kwamba hawakuwa wanafaa kuleta mchele mpaka kesi iweze kusikizwa. Sisi tulishikana na Mheshimiwa Mathenge, tukachukua Jenjeri Maina, mheshimiwa akawa ndio kiongozi wa mawakili, kwa sababu hatukutaka mtu ambaye anaweza nunuliwa pesa kidogo kama venye ilifanyika, karibu tupoteze hiyo kesi. Kuliko wangoje kesi isikizwe, Jumatatu ijao wakaamua kuleta mchele na ikaanza kupaliwa katika bandari ya Mombasa. Na ndio maana tulienda kotini na tumepata agizo lingine la mahakama ambayo inaambia KRA isiweze kutoa hiyo mchele ama kuachilia iende mpaka kesi yetu iweze kusikizwa, ili wakulima wa Mwea waweze kununua mchele yao yenye iko kwa maghala na ile ambayo bado tunakuja kuvuna. Na ningetaka kuambia serikali, mtu yote ambaye wafuati agizo la mahakama, huyo ni jangili. Hakuna tofauti ya jangili. Kama serikali imeamua kukaidi agizo la mahakama, hawana tofauti na walanguzi wa dawa za kulevya, kwa sababu mahakama imesema mchele isiingie nchini. Na hata kama tulikosea rais kumpatia kura, sana sana watu wa Mwea, basi kama ilikuwa makosa, naomba msamaha, kwa sababu tujui ni kwa nini mnataka kukandamiza wakulima namna hiyo.
Kirinyaga County is today hosting a citizen engagement forum at Kiane Primary School in Kirinyaga West Sub-County aimed at bringing government services closer to the people. The forum, organized by Mercy Wanjau Foundation in partnership with National Government Institution, has brought together cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, and senior officials under the theme, Celebrating Growth, Honoring Impact. Residents are accessing a wide range of services, including free medical care, issuance of identity documents, legal support, and social protection services. Cabinet Secretary for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, Eric Muga, has urged residents to embrace irrigation farming to boost food security, while Energy Principal Secretary Alex Washira called for the protection of government installations.
Permanent secretaries who are here.
Ninafurahi ya kwamba tumeleta services zaidi ya 25. We have had a good engagement and we look forward to further engagements.
Ndao Mombasa, Coast General Hospital. Nikapata mama moja mzee ametoka upasuaji anangoja madawa aondoke. Nikamwambia mama, hujambo, mimi ndio waziri wa mitakao. Wafanyaje hapa mama? Ananiambia mimi ninangoja kupata dawa niweze kuondoka manangu. Na hospitali umelipa? Manangu nimelipiwa 100,000 na huyu gavana wa Mombasa. Lakini upasuaji nimelipiwa na serikali ya William Ruto kwa saa 1.4 million. Hivi kama mnanisikia nini?
Nimeangalia mimea yetu, nimeangalia mahindi yetu, kutoka kule barabarani mpaka kuja hapa imeanza kukauka kwa sababu mvua haikutosha. Na mniruhusu leo watu wa Kirinyaga na nchi mzima, wakati umefika tuache kutegemea maji ama mvua katika ukulima wetu. Na mfano unaonekana hapa nyumbani hapa Kirinyaga, kwa sababu our biggest irrigation scheme ya mchele, Mwea irrigation scheme, iko tu hapa chini. Lakini tukiangalia mahali hakuna maji, mimea imedhoofika, haina afya, na mazao yetu hayatakuwa mazuri kwa sababu mvua haikutosha. Na ndio maana serikali ya Dr. Samoei William Ruto ikaangalia ikaona ni vyema tutumie akili zetu, tuache kutegemea mvua kulima, na sasa tuko katika hali ya kutengeneza ili ambao tunaita National Infrastructure Fund. Tuweze kulima, tutengeneze dams, tulime kupitia kunyunyuzia maji.
Kuna vijiji hazina stima, lakini president ametupatia 440 million shillings to connect 7,329 households. Now among those households itakuwa hii Kianoi, and I'll be coming back here in another 2 weeks to launch that electrification program, and also going across the entire county kuhakikisha all the projects zenye hii pesa imepewa zinafanyika. So we'll be doing more citizen engagement as we go around and inspecting the projects, because the president is very much committed towards 100% electricity connection to the country. But so we are losing so many transformers. Actually, we are losing an average of 40 transformers.
Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has reaffirmed her administration's commitment to service delivery, saying the county government is focused on delivering tangible developments to residents. Speaking, the governor said has deployed 13 road machines across all wards to improve road infrastructure with strict accountability measures in place. She also said the county has restructured the management of the Matu water service provider to address persistent water shortages. Governor Wavinya further announced the upgrade of Matu Hospital to a level 5 facility, a move expected to improve access to specialized healthcare services for residents in the eastern part of the county.
Thank you. Thank you.
Masio kwa umatinga vai mundu wayo kuya nutho we tinga chao matinga moka we wenyi kwa lazima tudivomba kukunde ninatumia kwa unona nusio nithoe matingangi ila mwawa mwenda level 5 masaku keu neneti na mse kumwija CT scan machine sionde mukaitea wa baba kila kimutu.
And now for sports lovers, it is the time for your most anticipated part of the bulletin, the sports news. Let's get sporty. And now to the AFCON 2025. In a rain-soaked final that defied every expectation, Senegal has been crowned kings of the continent for the second time. But a 1-0 scoreline barely scratched the surface overnight, defined by a 20-minute walk-off, failed penalty, and a stunning extra-time winner. A tense goalie final between Morocco and Senegal turned chaotic. Senegal had a stoppage time winner ruled out, then walked off briefly after VAR awarded Morocco a penalty. After a delay, Brahim Diaz missed with a failed penalty, saved easily by Eduardo Mendy. Senegal seized the momentum in extra time when Pep blasted in a long-range winner goal. Morocco pushed hard but couldn't break through, leaving Senegal's champions once again, and Morocco still waiting for a long overdue title. If you wrote a script for this weekend's Premier League action, no one will have believed it. For the first time this season, none of the top 5 teams managed to secure a win. While the leaders dropped points, the bottom of the table caught fire. We start at Old Trafford, where the red half of Manchester is celebrating a new dawn. Michael Carrick began his interim spell at Manchester United with an impressive 2-0 derby win over Manchester City, as goals from Varane and Patrick Dogu exposed City's lack of energy and creativity. Arsenal failed to fully capitalize on City's loss, drawing 0-0 with the Nottingham Forest, but still increased their lead at the top. Liverpool were held 1-1 by Burnley, while Aston Villa suffered a shocker 1-0 defeat to Everton in London. Tottenham lost 2-1 to West Ham after stoppage time winner from Callum Wilson. At the bottom, Leeds United earned a vital 1-0 win over Fulham. Congratulations to the AFCON 2025 winner, that is Senegal. And with that, we have come to the end of the news bulletin. It's always a pleasure having you on board. My name is Susan Nganga, and our sign language interpreter tonight has been Paul Mathenge. Good night.
Everywhere, GBS.